Slowly rotating at the edge of deep space, 1,000 kilometers beyond the atmosphere of 21st century Earth, is the Arthur C. Clarke Astronomical Observatory, Starlab. Here, Starlab Research Director Maura Cassidy, along with the scientists and technicians of the International Space Authority, watch over the countless stars and planets that fill the silent distances beyond the giant space station. This week, the men and women of Starlab encounter the terrifying dissonance of deathsong on alien worlds. After spending 5 days at the Sealab 7 underwater research station in the South Pacific, ISA Commissioner White arrives at Starlab aboard Earth Shuttle 1. Hello, Maura. Jerry.
Hi, Commissioner.
Hello, Commissioner. How are John and Buddy doing with their aquanaut training?
They'll be in Sealab 7 until Friday. Then they move to the Baltic for 10 days in the Soviet Aqualab complex at Chilenka. They like being underwater so much, you'll probably have to keep them in your aquarium when they get back.
Figures.
Starlab, can you hear me?
This is Starlab. Please identify yourself.
We are Zeta and Lizzie, two Optimon physicians from the planet Aragon. Please give us sanctuary.
What's your situation?
We are being pursued by a hostile renegade spacecraft, which has already damaged our ship. If you don't give us sanctuary, the renegade will destroy us.
Get a visual scan on them, Jerry.
Right. There it is.
My God, it's enormous.
Starlab, this is Whitney again. Did you understand our last transmission?
Be careful, Jerry. That ship doesn't look damaged to me.
Withy, we have your spacecraft on visual as a large corrugated black disc with red, yellow, and green markings. And we see no sign of damage.
That's all, Starlab. That's the renegade. Our ship is bell-shaped and silver.
There it is. Lower left-hand corner of the screen.
It's so small. No wonder we didn't see it.
Magnify it, Jerry.
Jeez, look at that. The hull's full of cracks all the way down to the tail fins.
Open the emergency docking bay, Jerry.
Right. Withy, guide your ship toward the docking bay that's surrounded with flashing red lights, and we'll take you aboard.
Thank you, Starlab. Thank you.
Starlab, you will soon regret having given them sanctuary.
Who are you? Identify yourself.
I am Helon, Withy and Zena's pursuer.
Is it true that you intend to kill them?
Of course it's true.
But why? What have they done?
It isn't a question of what they've done, Starlab. It's what they haven't done. The routine of Starlab control is suddenly interrupted by an emergency transmission from an incoming alien starship. Aboard the ship, Withy and Zena, two Octagon physicians from the planet Aragon.
We are being pursued by a hostile renegade spacecraft, which has already damaged our ship. If you don't give us sanctuary, the renegade will destroy us.
As the bell-shaped Aragonian starship moves into visual scanner range, Maura, Jerry, and Commissioner White see another spacecraft. Huge, black, and disc-shaped. I am Helon, Withy and Zena's pursuer. Open a close proximity channel, Jerry.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
Helon, this is Commissioner White of the International Space Authority. I represent the scientific and military forces in this solar system. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Any hostile action against this space station will be construed as an act of war against the Earth and will be dealt with accordingly. Do you understand that?
I understand.
What's your planet of origin?
Aragon.
I see. Well, are you a legal officer of some kind? Have the two Octagon physicians committed a crime?
To my way of thinking, they have.
Dr. Cassidy, this is Simon down in the emergency docking bay. The alien ship is secure.
All right, Simon, thank you. Commissioner, I think we've heard enough from Helon to know where he's at. Let's put him on a hold and see what the two physicians have to say about, whatever this is about.
Helon, stay on this frequency and I'll get back to you. I need some time to think about what you've said.
Of course you do, Commissioner. And then you'll need time to conspire with Willie and Zena against me. And then there will be no more time, Commissioner. And the last thing you'll hear is the sound of your own screaming. Surrender the two physicians within the hour, or I'll unleash a symphony of such terrible power that your star lab will shatter like delicate crystal.
Dr. Cassidy, Simon again. The two aliens have come out of their ship.
Bring them to my quarters right away, Simon. Let's go, Commissioner.
I don't know, Mora. Except for Stygos and the Trell, we've never had to deal with this kind of hostile alien power before.
Dr. Cassidy?
Hello, Simon. Where are the two aliens?
Well, they're kind of shy.
Have them come in, Simon. We won't bite.
Willie? Zena? It's all right. You can go in.
Oh, my gosh, they're elves. Little blue elves.
It's obvious what a surprise we are. All in concert of size we are. But just because you're tall and pink and we are short and blue, the fact is you are as strange to us as the two of us are to you. The two of us are to
you. 2 kilometers beyond Starlab, Helon enters the audiogenic spectrum chamber of his slowly orbiting ship. He touches a bright red jewel near the entryway. The gleaming black metal floor slides open. Then something begins to rise up out of the opening. Something massive and angular and dark. A nightmare construct of polyphonic drone generators and ultrasonic inverters, thick spiraling amplifier coils, and blood-red keyboards. Helon's deathsong synthesizer, the Cathedron.
My beautiful Cathedron, my phantom self, my soul. Soon we will hear their voices dying amid the music of an unexpected destiny.
Elon, it's time.
Time? Time for what, Cataract?
My infusion. It's time for my infusion.
I just gave you a death song infusion, Cataract, a few moments ago, up in the communications chamber.
No, you didn't, Elon. That wasn't my infusion. That was the premonition adagio you transmitted to Starlab.
It was? Yes, of course it was. Forgive me, Cataract.
Perhaps we should share an infusion. Memory distortion is one of the primal symptoms of deathsong withdrawal.
Yeah, yes, of course. An infusion. Here, Cataract. Help me with the anthem injectors.
With pleasure.
aspects of the mind and body are tuned to specific vibrational frequencies, Mara. And as long as these frequencies are maintained, the mind and body remain in perfect harmony. Illness occurs when certain vibrational frequencies shift out of phase. When that happens, we use these octavons to reharmonize the retrograde frequencies. This restores the mind and body to their proper balance. We don't treat the disease that has no body. We treat the body that has the disease.
I wish Dr. Rossiter were back from Kronos. She'd love this.
Zaina, you said that Helon was once an Octagon physician. What changed him?
There was a thermal accident at one of our laboratory outposts. Helon was sent to treat the injured. His sky machine malfunctioned and crashed in an ice forest on the edge of Aragon's polar frontier. He succumbed to the lethal temperature and fell into a pre-death trance. Before the trance paralyzed him, he set the infusion level on his octagon at maximum. But as a result of being subjected to maximum infusion for 2 days, the frequencies of Helon's mind and body became terribly distorted. When the rescue expedition reached him, he was in a state of total vibrational mutation. We attempted to reharmonize him at the Octagon Laboratory, but we were too late. He was completely addicted to his hyper-vibrational condition. One night, he forced his way into the Octagon vault and took all but 2 of the instruments. Then he went to one of our spacecraft installations, abducted a technician named Cataract, stole a deep space laboratory ship, and disappeared.
Helon, when Withy and Zaina are dead and their octavons are interfaced with the cathedron, where will we go? What will we do?
We will wander from galaxy to galaxy, exploding the stars with deathsong. I see crescendos of light and sound will sweep to the far corners of the universe. Deathsong. Bright comets will swirl and dance against the fiery coronas of eclipsing suns. Deathsong. Planets will vanish in screaming disintegration. Deathsong. Raging through the silence, transforming into deafening articulations of infinite majesty. Deathsong. Deathsong. Deathsong.
2 kilometers beyond Starlab, Helon's huge, black, ovaloid spacecraft continues its slow, concentric parking orbit. In the ship's autogenic spectrum chamber, Helon sits before the blood-red multiple keyboards of the Deathsong Cathedron.
Cataract, go into the communications chamber, contact Commissioner White, and say this. My ship will orbit 6 more times. If at the beginning of the 7th orbit, Withy and Zaina have not surrendered, Deathsong will take the lives of every multi-vibrational organism aboard Starlab.
Yes, Helon.
And because there have never been more than 12 octagons in existence at one time, there have never been more than 12 12 Octagon physicians.
12 physicians for an entire planet?
12 are enough, Laura. Injuries are rare on Aragon, and illness is relatively non-existent.
What was Aragon like before the Octavons were created?
We treated the diseases of the mind and body with narcotic chemicals. As a result, the people of Aragon were in a constant state of neurotic irresponsibility.
Mora, are you there?
What is it, Jerry?
I have a transmission coming through from Helon's ship.
We'll be right there.
The beginning of the 7th orbit, Witty and Zena have not surrendered. Deathsong will take the lives of every multi-vibrational organism aboard Starlab.
6 orbits. How much time does that give us, Jerry?
Less than 8 minutes.
Zena, suppose you and Withy give Helon your Octavons. What then?
He will interface them with the cannon he already has. And his cathedron will become a weapon of irresistible power.
So here we are with a 250 megawatt solar reactor and no way to use it against Helon. No weapon system, no communications, no shielding generators.
Lamora, didn't you say Helon's deathsong burst had terminated Starlab's primary power matrix?
No, our reactor wasn't affected at all.
If we can interface our 2 Octavons with your reactor, we can defeat him.
All right, let's get down to the reactor control room and get set up. How much time do we have, Jerry?
1 minute 30 seconds. Helon just started his 5th orbit.
Withy, what effect will this have on Helon?
He will die.
Die? But you said you wanted to help him.
Taking his life is the only way that we can recall him to life, Laura. Our Octavons will terminate him and then infuse him with the frequencies of his earlier life.
How will you know if you've been successful?
His voice, Commissioner. You will hear it in his voice. Harmonize the Octavon, Zena, and tune for maximum pulse inflection. Harmony achieved. Engage the primary and ancillary subarticulations. Multiphonic articulations are in cadence. Cross-link reactor outputs at terminals, Jerry.
Subterminals are in phase.
Maximum quantum injection now.
Exploding the stars with deathsong. I say pressure, nerves of light and sound will penetrate to the far corners of the universe. Deathsong. Fiery coronas of eclipsing suns. Death song. Death song. Death song.
must go to him, Laura.
Call the short-range vehicle hangar, Jerry. Tell them to get a shuttle ready.
Elon.
Cataract, my friend, forgive me. Please forgive me. Willie, Zena, Cataract is dying.
Attend to him, Zena. Don't try to stand, Elon. Lie still. Rest. Cataract will live with you, but we must reharmonize him quickly.
Is there anything we can do, Zena?
Go to the shuttle and get our octagons.
Come on, Mora. I'll give you a hand.
Willie, Zena, thank you for calling me from the darkness.
We are your brothers, Elon. We are your friends. We are the spectrum travelers, enemies of darkness, seeking ourselves in the many colored mists that lies between the twilight and the wind. We are the rainbow riders, lost to light, finding ourselves in the water-driven spaces that hide between the storm clouds and the sun. We are chromatic dreamers asleep in the future, losing ourselves in the mythical freedom that lies between the candles and the sun.
Death Song was based on a story by Ken Ross and written by Ron Thompson, and starred Linda Gary, Roger Dressler, and Corey Burton, with special guest stars Larry Moss, Joe Baker, Michelle Goodman, Lindsay V. Jones, and Tony Walters. Music director Tom Rounds, with special music effects composed and performed by Rick Kellis. Associate producer and song lyrics by Ron Thompson. Engineer Stu Jacobs. Assistant to the producer Jim Cook. Technical consultant Peter Sky. Alien Worlds was created, produced, and directed by Lee Hansen. And so until next week, this is Roger Dressler inviting you to join us for our next adventure, The Infinity Factor, from the elsewhere and elsewhen of Alien Worlds.